Alright, I'm gonna try to do this video in one take, like how I usually do it. But I've got to rush today because, as you know, I'm back in my usual place of residence. That means I'm hustling, I'm grinding, and my schedule is pretty full on at the moment. So this is the only time I get to sit down and really think, because all of the other time I'm either busy or I'm either stressing or I'm either out with people, so I don't get the chance to sit down and talk to myself. Yeah, I really do miss Vietnam. I really do miss being with my family, especially talking to my parents. Man, I love my parents. They're so weird, they're so different. I love my uncles and aunties. Everybody's so freaking different, even though we're family. Everybody got their own little idiosyncrasies and ideas, and the way we look at life is so different. Even though we live in the same household, you know, the same children born in the same family, every single one got different personalities. Every single one got different temperaments. And those of you who have puppies and kittens will know this. In a litter of cats and dogs, every single one of them got little personalities. Some of them are shy, some of them are very friendly. I don't know if this is the case for why children grow up differently, because they are perceived differently by their caregivers. I can say from first-hand experience that when I was younger, I was the very shy, emotional kid who likes to throw temper tantrums. And maybe that's why people tend to avoid playing with me, I think. I don't know. I wasn't aware enough to remember all of these things that happened to me when I was a little kid. I can't keep a track record of how people treated me when I was a little kid, but I can tell you that my childhood was filled with anxiety. I feared losing things. I feared not having the same stuff as my peers. That I can tell you with 100% certainty. I felt a lot of unhappiness when I was a little kid. Even though my childhood seemed pretty good, as in I didn't lack a lot of things. I had a lot of things that most of my peers in the same year group had, same opportunities. It's just that something was missing, and that's why I was nicknamed Princess or Crybaby. I cried a lot. I expressed my emotions a lot. Maybe it had something to do with my temperament. When I first born, it's that question of what came first, the chicken or the egg, once again. Was it because of nature that I was not very outgoing? Or was it because people in my life treated me differently that made me turn out to be a reserved, shy, introverted kid? Who knows? Anyways, back to the topic of the video. I was gonna be talking about my training, but here we go. I'm talking about life again. I'm talking about personal stuff again. I'm oversharing again. Today I did bench pressing. Big surprise. I love bench pressing, as you know. Coming back from a 3-week break, I'm just working on my techniques. As you can see, I did some relatively heavy bench sets as well as some spot presses. The reason for doing spot presses was to teach my body to be tight at different range of motions, at different points throughout the lift. And I found that I always struggle with maintaining tightness when my elbow is around 90% and 90 degree. And so I think by doing spot presses, I can teach my body to be tight at that angle. I don't know if this is gonna have any carryover. I've read a study somewhere that it does, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, I do feel pain when I reach this certain point throughout the lift, i.e. when I first get the bar off my chest. So it's not at the bottom, just a little bit off the chest. That's when I feel pain. So I think I'm gonna be working through that range of motion, trying to strengthen the joints and the muscles at that given portion of the lift. And then also with the deadlift as well, I found that I was really weak at lockouts. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Paused deadlift just below the knee, just slightly below the knee, to teach my body a more efficient way to transition between pulling and locking out, i.e. hip thrusting, because I'm weak off the lockouts. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. My form isn't exactly the best, but that's the whole point of training. You're trying to get better every single time. Well, at something, you're not going to be progressing in weight forever, so you're going to be focusing on something else. And for me, that is my form. My form is trash, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on. I'm not going to be adding weight. I'm just going to perfect my form first. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless, and I'll speak to you soon. I'm going to work now. Bye.